It's Marissa again with one final tool for use in the Spanish classroom. This last tool is a website called 360 Cities. It's kind of similar to Google Earth in the sense that students can virtually fly all around the world. Students will use 360 Cities in order to virtually fly, per se, to locations we are learning about in class. So let's take a look at this site. So as it says at the bottom of the page, 360 Cities is a panoramic world created by people who are living and traveling in different places all over the globe. There are panoramas posted from hundreds of different places. So let's just explore a little bit. I studied abroad in Guatemala last semester. So let me show you, we can go up to the search bar, a little bit about where I lived in Antigua, Guatemala. So we go ahead and we type it in here. And we hit search. And then all of these different panoramas pop up of Antigua. So let's scroll through here. And you can see all these colorful buildings and stuff. These are some really cool ones. Okay, so an important cultural aspect about Guatemala is the Holy Week celebrations that happen, called Semana Santa. There's a lot that goes on, including the creation of colorful sawdust carpets on the streets, preparing the way for Jesus before Easter, and massive processions or parades through the streets. It's one thing to read or hear about this cultural experience, but it's another thing to experience it for yourself. So let me show you a little bit about this. This one says Holy Week festivities in Antigua, Guatemala. So we go ahead and we click on this. And then it pulls up this panorama view of some of the Holy Week festivities here. So if you click on this one, over here to the side, there's this little thing that lets you turn around as if you are actually on the streets of Guatemala. So it's really, really cool. So it gives you this full 360 view. So as you can see over here, there's some people in these purple robes, and they are preparing to be part of a procession or the parade on the streets of Guatemala. And then right here, see this giant colorful sawdust alfombra that will soon be trampled by the mob that will be carrying a representation of Jesus in the processions. So it just gives you this really big picture of what it would be like to actually be there. And we can click on another one just to check it out. And this is in Antigua as well, outside of one of the biggest churches called La Merced. As you can see, there's tons of people here, and here we can see some of the people actually making and designing these alfombras. They use stencils in order to put the sawdust down in very specific ways. And there's some more people in purple robes preparing for those processions. Oh, and here's even some gringos visiting to view the famous activities. So the learning targets for using 360 Cities, students will learn about cultures of different Hispanic countries. Students will be able to see what a little piece of life looks like in a country different from their own, including different geographical features. This is a good tool for learning because it gives students a vivid visual in order to enhance their language. Students can see these different countries and wonders from the desk in their classroom or from the comforts of their home. It allows for interaction within the classroom as well, because as the teacher, I can use this tool in front of the classroom on the smartboard. I can have students come up and choose the location and describe in Spanish what they are seeing. Students could be evaluated on this activity by having to create a travel brochure about one of the countries we flew to in class. This site also allows students to upload their own panoramas. Because it's all user-based, students can share parts of their own culture in comparison to the culture of Guatemala or other countries by taking a panorama and posting it to 360 Cities as well. It's just a really cool tool in order to see all these different parts of the world and also to be able to share a little bit about ours.